1% extra focus.
You're going to be miles ahead.
Like $80,000 trailer with a TV. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the Karting Couch. This is three guys involved in go-karting in three different levels. Just having a chat.
Hell yeah.
Alrighty. What are we drinking?
Today we've got gingerbread sippy cups. Gingerbread sippy cup is a delicacy. It's deep lore, this one. It's half fireball, half cloudy apple juice, and it tastes like Christmas.
Oh, shit.
All right. Cheers.
That's awesome.
That's actually
really good. That's actually really good.
We have refrained from having a sip because we really wanted Harry's live reaction on camera.
Yeah.
So
That's actually really good.
we're going to address the elephant in the room, which is the cool Oscar Piastri helmet, which was very, very kindly given to us by the good people at Revolution Race Gear.
Yeah. Shout out.
Yeah, they're really, really good guys, and they go on the good bloke list, friends of the pod.
Yep.
So thank you, Revolution, for the helmet today.
So this is an actual Formula One spec helmet, correct?
It is a Formula One spec helmet.
Right. So what does that actually mean? Like, what does this have that your average karting helmet would have or not have? Like,
A couple of extra zeros on the price tag.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're not cheap. But I guess the main thing is the homologation is the highest standard that any manufacturer makes. Of course, F1's the pinnacle. They're a full carbon fiber. The homologation standard is ABP, anti-ballistic protection. So after the crash that Felipe Massa had, where at Hungary, this spring hit the helmet and had a really near fatal crash. He was really lucky. After that, they started developing new standards for particularly above the eye line as a weak point in the helmets. So there was a few years in F1 where they were running that big strip on top of the visor, that big plastic looking thing that was stuck onto the visor. I don't know if you remember that.
I don't. Yeah, but it sounds.
Yeah, if you saw a photo, you'd be like, oh yeah, I remember those looking helmets.
Chunky thing on the
It's
bottom.
like a big plastic. Right. It looked like plastic. I think it was some sort of Kevlar on top of the visor. So when they opened the visor up, you saw this big chunk of protection go with it. But over the years, they've developed that into the helmet. So there's a really strong patch just above the eye port.
Ultimately, that's an interim kind of band-aid fix for the problem because the gap between the visor and the helmet's the weak bit. So if you reduce the size of the visor to allow more surface area of the helmet and less area to penetrate, it's the same helmet.
Yeah. So, and I mean, actually, yeah. So, like, that's why this visor is, well, I guess, like, where you see out of, the vision's like way narrower than even a karting
The
helmet.
aperture in this visor is like squinting compared to like a go-karting one, which has a wider eye port.
Yeah.
Admittedly, a go-karting eye port in the equivalent helmet is still quite small.
Yeah.
They've only been getting smaller and smaller.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it is a lot stronger. Like the front of the helmet is like that thick
Yeah.
compared to...
Yeah, when they
of the
test these, they literally launch like little ball bearings and they're like basically shoot the helmet to make sure it's strong enough in certain areas.
Oh, shit.
So that's the main difference, I guess. The homologation is just that next step up.
Yeah, because you said earlier when we were chatting, you said that F1's the only, like, what would you call it? F1's the only
Like category.
category, that has this level of spec for a helmet that you have to have.
Yeah, it's pretty much F1, F2, maybe IndyCars, things like that. They're only the pinnacle categories have the standard that high. So even if you're racing F3 or F4 or even supercars, they don't need a standard that high. So it's pretty much the best of the best, and that's why even for a plain one off the shelf, you're 5 figures for a helmet.
So how much would this be? This one?
That
shell
model just straight off the shelf would be 10 grand.
10 grand.
Yeah,
and
bit over.
To get it fitted to your face and all that, how much would that be?
To get like full 3D scan, you're looking at 20-30 grand plus.
That's crazy.
Like full custom padding and all that.
Shit. Yeah, right.
Yeah, and it's not
Crazy.
a quick and easy process. It's a lot of hassle that goes into that.
Yeah.
Even getting like the coloured padding that you see the F1 drivers have, like that's hard to buy. Like you got to wait and order it months in advance, sort of thing.
Although the cool thing about a product like this is the wings on the front, the visor, the bolt kits, rear wings and intakes are all off-the-shelf parts.
Yep.
So it's actually the same stuff as you'd put on a cadet helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the helmet itself that's
Yeah.
slightly different.
Yeah, really specific carbon fiber, like woven a certain way, and really, really high tech pinnacle of the sport sort of stuff.
Yeah. And this is an actual Oscar Piastri like helmet.
Yeah.
It's not like just some replica that's, for the shelf only. It's like this is the actual.
There's a little sticker inside the helmet that says HP77, but it says not for use. And I would suggest the not for use. And everything that I've looked over the helmet and all the bits and pieces look 100% legit.
Yeah.
I would suggest that do not use it is so rich dad doesn't come and buy it for $100,000 on an auction and his kid uses it in a rental car with Oscar Piastri sponsors on it.
Yeah.
That's what I get the vibe.
Yeah, but it's a real working helmet that you could wear and race
Yeah.
and have fun with. Yeah.
I'm going to ask Revolution on that one, but yeah.
Hypothetically, if it's got the little homologation sticker, then there's no reason why. Yeah, I mean, it's got the little hologram in there, so...
Yeah, right. Okay. Well, that answers that.
That answers that.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's sick.
So now it's got genuine fingerprint marks from Geordie on it.
Yeah. In Feb, I was at Pucka just for round 2 of the 4SS Trail, and someone racing there actually came up to me and suggested something that they'd be interested to know about, which was what to do when they get to a new track and how to go about the process of learning that track. And obviously the goal is to get as fast as possible, so that by race day you're on the pace, hopefully hitting the podium. I thought it was a pretty good question, something that would be really maybe interesting for a lot of people watching. So yeah, what do you guys think would be some good tips for everyone listening?
For the love of God, don't go unprepared. Go to the racetrack a week earlier at least, or go to club day ahead of going to a new track.
Yeah, if you can.
Get there, do some laps, get some information. Don't be deciding what sprocket to be on race day. Have come into the race
What
day.
about if you've got the practice day before?
That helps.
Yeah,
that helps.
but so you'd still, even if you've got a practice day before, you'd still go the
Yeah.
Yeah.
before.
Like, to steer away from that, like, when I was doing Golden Power and Country Series, if you can get there the month before to do club day, like, you're going to be miles ahead come that VCS or Country Series. There are a few times I never had the chance. Like, if you're racing in Albury and you've got like a 5-hour drive, it's pretty tough in the budget to get there for a club day. So if you can get there ahead of time before your big open meeting to do a club day or even just a weekend for practice, 100% is the way to do it. Like Nick was saying, even regardless, you want to be prepared before you get there. So you want to have an idea even before your first time there for a practice day, what your setup might or might not be. Like, if you're going to Pucka, chat to people before you go, get a feeling like, oh, okay, it's got long straights and not too many slow corners, so I'll probably be on the lower end of the gearing I normally use. But if you're going to go to, I don't know, more well like a tight twisty track, you probably want to be on a bigger sprocket. So if you can talk to people, watch YouTube videos, things like that ahead of time, you can learn a lot about the track before you even get there.
YouTube's a good one.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Like, every track in Australia's got people uploading videos to YouTube, and you'll be able to get a gist of, okay, it's pretty long straight or pretty short straight, or it's really narrow, it's really twisty, there's a big hill, like all these things you can kind of start your baseline setup based off. And the more detail you can watch those videos in, like really break it down, try and get some braking markers, try and see where they're hitting the curbs hard or where they're missing the curbs, all that sort of stuff.
And this is something that we'll be doing on a race weekend anyway with our own drivers or ourselves. So why not do a little bit of that before you get down there? Mm-hmm. So same as making sure you have spares and everything. It makes your weekend so much more stressful. If you're getting knocked around, if you're getting qualifying terribly and you're back of the field, and then you're then stressed out about not having the right bits and pieces because you're far away from your garage and your local kart shop and things. So just as prepared as possible.
Yeah. The less you have to do on the day at a new track, especially if you're rocking up and you only have one practice session because you couldn't get there the weekend before, the less you have to do on the day, the better. Like, because at a new track for the first time, there's always going to be stuff like where we're going to park and pit, and where's the pit building, and where's the dunnies, and all that sort of stuff. Like, the less you can worry about before you get there, the more you can just focus on the driving.
I had a very interesting piece of advice given to me by an Olympic swimming coach once.
Nice. We're doing Olympic swimming.
Random, but an Olympic swimming coach, right? And she's actually one of her athletes is a Paralympic gold medalist. So there's merit in what she has to say. Go there ahead of time, work out where the toilets are, work out where the dummy grid is, in our case, where our grid is, work out where your scrutiny room is, everything like that. The less questions you have on the day, the less stress you're going to have.
Yeah.
So the fact that you can go there, show up to a racetrack, know where the toilets are, gives you 1% extra focus on the day when you need it.
Yeah.
So
that's the first thing I'll do when I get to the track. I'll
go to the toilet.
Look to the toilets.
Especially after a long drive.
Know where your Bunnings is.
Fast.
Yeah. Know where the gas station is for control fuel as well.
Yeah, stuff like that makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
So what about when, practice sessions starting, when you actually go out on track, like, it's your first time on track, what are you doing? Like, is there anything that anyone can do to, make that, to get the most out of that practice session as possible?
There's a level of how quick can I learn this before the guy next to me, and how quick can I adapt to the conditions, how quick can I adapt to the track, and realise I need to be braking a little bit later there.
So what would you be doing though to do that? Like, how would you be doing that?
Going out behind the fast guy from that track.
Right.
I'd be finding Dickhead over there in the yellow helmet. He's fast. I'm going to follow him.
Yeah.
Right. So you find the fastest guy.
Yeah.
And then you try and get behind him so that you can see what he's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. The main thing I was going to say is just like, you got to be real focused. Like, you can't sacrifice a single lap when you're really trying to nail a new track and you've got a short amount of time to do it. You can't go out there and just like ease your way into it gently. Like, you got to be like a lap or two to like warm everything up. That's all normal. But then after that, you got to be like focused on your brake markers and where you're back on the throttle and how much speed you're carrying, and really be paying attention to all those markers, because
do all the bits that are in your control. How much hesitation is in my steering? How much hesitation is in my throttle and brake? Like, these are things that are in your control that you're using from track to track. They're your little habits that you're doing at any racetrack.
Yeah.
So get that stuff right first.
Yeah. Because, like I was saying before, I remember rocking up to a Golden Power Series, first time ever seeing the track was carby session. So you've got 6 minutes to learn the track from scratch. And if you, sacrifice 2 laps, or you go too hard and you bin it on your third lap, then you've just wasted half your learning opportunity. So a lot of it's just confidence and focus. And if you can follow someone out that knows the track, then you're halfway there. You just, do everything you can to try and stick on them, and as they start to warm up and push harder, you just got to follow them through.
Did you guys used to do anything in particular that would help you improve your focus, do you think?
No,
before
TikTok.
racing or anything?
No TikTok, because we didn't have TikTok, and I'm seeing kids between races at a new track just barking around, and you just like pull your head in, focus. No Instagram, like, mate, you haven't even learnt the track yet. Just in tune with what Dad's doing, in tune with when we're there, what advice we're giving you as well. So
I remember when I was in juniors, my dad used to like hammer me for it, but for good reason. Like, I've been there.
You can't call child protection on him.
Nah.
What do you think of caffeine though? Like, I guess stuff
like that.
Do you think?
Are you susceptible to getting anxious? That's the question.
Not when I'm driving. I mean, like, no, actually, that's not true. I reckon you get those butterflies sometimes when you're like about to start a race.
Yeah.
But I sometimes feel like having if I have a coffee, it can help me feel more, not alert maybe. I don't know.
It's kind of like awake and
like
present.
energized and like ready to go.
Yeah. Everyone's different, I guess.
But like I'm talking about just like a coffee or something, but little things like that maybe.
I think for me, stuff like that, obviously from my experience, I guess, like, that's all in the background once you're in the kart and you're on track. Like, the only thing that would make a difference for me on track is like constantly reminding myself every corner, like, you know, where's the apex? You can't just be circulating and doing laps. You got to be like, all right, how can I make this lap better than last lap, and what can I do different?
Super self-aware.
Yeah.
Although, like,
It's 100% dialed in.
going back to what you were saying, is it necessity to get there a week earlier? I'll answer that with a question. How fast do you want to go? How far up the race, up the grid do you actually want to be?
See, I think for me, it's like I could 100%, without a doubt, say that, yeah, going the week before or a couple of weeks before the main race day, like, yeah, you'd have huge advantages, like probably going to be way faster and more confident in the corners if you've already been there. But I just can't be bothered. I can't be bothered going all the way down just because of what I'm doing. Maybe I'll give it a crack sometime, but
the lucky thing is, in the little sub community that you've got, there is kind of like a bit of an unwritten kind of gentleman's, we're going to go down on this weekend, come and join and have fun. And
I think some guys do go earlier. Some guys do.
Yeah. And the other thing is,
they know who they are.
if you're in your second year of racing this year, full year?
This is my third year of racing competitively.
Yeah. So if you're racing guys that have been racing 6-7 years and they've been to all these tracks 4 or 5 times already, that's the advantage. Maybe they don't have to go to get the same position as where you are. Like, what am I trying to say? You would have to go for a full weekend to be the same sort of experience level that they've got over the years, if that makes sense.
At an AKC level, Australian Kart Championship, those guys have to go and do their time. Now, recently we've had new rules implemented that you can't go and get heaps of testing, because then you've got guys who will outspend one another and go there for 4 weeks straight and practice.
It's crazy.
Getting the edge.
I mean, that's good that they do that. I didn't know that. But.
Yeah. So, at the Australian Karting Championship at the national level, they've banned being able to go to the track if you're not a local member there. If that's not your home track, even if it's in the national calendar, you're not allowed to go there. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, they've basically stopped the big teams staking out at the tracks before the national meetings, so their drivers can do 1,000 laps leading up to it.
Which, if
that's really good.
There is an advantage to be had. Some of these guys will do it. Like faucets tires.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, at that level, like, what wouldn't you do? By the sounds of it, they're doing some crazy shit.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you go to, not AKC, some other events, they'll be at the track, like Geordie's saying, stake out for a week.
Yeah.
And just throw sets and sets of tyres at it, you know.
And you can imagine the cost. If it's in, like, Ipswich or, Townsville or something, like, the average bloke that wants to have have a crack at nationals can't afford to spend, 10 grand in a week-long trip just for practice. They can barely justify the cost of
mum and dad out of work.
Around.
Yeah, mum and dad out of work.
Or paying a mechanic to drive them all the way up to Queensland or whatever. So... Yeah, it levels the playing field, but that comes back into it. You have to do your homework before your, the actual race weekend. You have to know the track before you get to it.
Yeah.
So doing everything you can, talking to everyone you can.
Don't take advice from the dickhead next to you in the marquee if you don't trust them either.
Yeah.
If you feel like you're going to get steered the wrong way, just go to someone you can trust that has the experience as well.
Yeah, talk to your engine builder. All the reputable engine builders have pretty much been everywhere. So you can get a bit of an idea of them. Best prep is just be as prepared as you can.
Best prep is being prepared. It's on your
As soon as I said that,
Geordie.
It's on your tombstone.
Best prep is being prepared.
I think, all this talk about teams spending heaps of money and all that, it's a perfect segue to our last topic, which is overkill products in karting, because it's one of those sports, isn't it? It's like you got people just spending money on things that it's just it's overkill.
It's a rabbit hole for sure. You can spend as much as you want to spend, but you can't. There's a lot of it where it's just easy to fall into a trap.
I think it's like people also often, like especially people in 4SS, they don't know how to do things because they're not familiar with it. So it's easy to see all these solutions that are like marketed, and then you think, I need that. Like when there's like the cheaper alternative that might be a little bit more effort, but you don't actually need the expensive $400 gadget that
There's a few layers to this.
Yeah.
There's surface level, and you can buy a laser to align your chain, and it makes life easy. Or you can use a 12-inch rule that comes in your toolbox.
Yeah.
And then you've got the $1,000 trailer versus $100,000 trailer, which is overkill.
My good friend Caleb Frost knows a lot about.
That's very hard.
Yeah.
But it is a sick trailer. We took it out. He's got this massive trailer that he's bought for his race boat because he does like the F1 boat racing.
Yeah.
And it's an unreal trailer. So I'm not complaining, but like it's it very, very much like, you know, talking about overkill trailers, it's like
We operate a massive karting business, and it's one of the biggest retailers in the country. We have a lot of drivers coming to and from the track from a lot of different racetracks, and we use to go to Oakley and back and go to Todd Road and back. My little trailer that I started with when I was a kid, right? And people are showing up in $100,000 trailers, and you're like, if we don't need it, how come? Like, what makes you think that you actually how can you justify $100,000 trailer? Like, because you've seriously got levels of overkill, and I think the basic level of to the point where it starts going overboard is door in the front of the trailer, toolbox on the side, stores 3 or 4 carts. Anything big than that is wasting your money. And it's about having a cock off. I've got a better trailer than you.
Yeah.
I got a rusty, like open trailer. It's my dad's trailer. It's not even mine. I'm still using my dad. Thank you, Dad. But I'm just using that.
That's how everyone started.
I would love to do what a couple of the 4-stroke guys have done and just build their own trailer and you know, can fit like 2 carts in there. You know, just a nice little place to keep your car and everything. But we'll get there eventually. But for now, it's just the rusty old. But it does the job.
Everyone starts.
It does the job, and like I've never actually needed anything else because it's like it's a trailer. Like at the end of the day, they all do the same thing. It's just one's the fancy one that has more space and the lift and all that shit.
It's one of those things where it's like would be really nice if you had it. If you had the money for it, no shame in buying it. But I think it intimidates a lot of people getting into the sport about the level of entry and what you have to spend to get into it. Like having a $100,000 trailer with onboard air compressors and battery and the couch and shower or whatever else you can throw in the trailer, right? Like,
but like, there's nothing that the $79 pump from Ryobi from Bunnings can't do.
Yeah, I got that Azito.
That's what
It's unreal, man.
Yeah, the thing is, like, I show up to the racetrack to coach a kid. Yeah, and I've got my Azito, my $400 SP Tools toolbox off the shelf, right? And I got my 2-cart trailer that I started with, and like, it's efficient, it works, it's awesome, I'm comfortable, I've got everything that I need. And then like, guy next to me pulls up with his cadet who started 2 weeks ago with like $80,000 trailer with a TV.
And like a $50,000 snap-on toolbox.
For those of you who are new and you need to look for tools, if you need an air inflator, get the Bunnings Azito air inflator. It's like $70 or something. It's unbelievable. It's so good.
They're not paying for this.
No, they're not. This is just my own experience. But like, we should do a topic as well that is just like the tools, like best tools for the price. That's a really good thing. We'll do that for the next episode.
That's my whole career, man. Like,
so that'll be your like
mechanical trade. That's all I do.
Yeah.
Although I think we should
every day.
go back to overkill products.
So
you've got the small end, $100 laser aligner, $100,000 trailer. But do you have anything that you've come across that's
what's in the middle? Some of it would definitely be race gear. Like, you see, every kid out there has got a custom painted helmet and is like 4 months in the sport.
Yeah, right.
I mean, it's one of those things. If you got the money, sure, nice, but it's also overkill. Like,
you are drawing attention to yourself.
Yeah, you're just a P-plater out there. You know,
really have expectation.
Yeah.
So,
and then you see people running around in like the kangaroo leather Alpine Stars Tech 1K
that's a
race
stab.
boots.
That's a step. I came into work once with my kangaroo leather boots, and I got the biggest sigh from Geordie. He's like, "Why? Just use the $300 boots off the shelf, man."
Yeah, not like $700 kangaroo leather boots.
Yeah,
they're made for circuit racing. Like supercar drivers are wearing these boots, and you get like 2 months out of them in a go-kart.
It's true.
You're in the elements, walking through the gravel, mud pits, and it's just overkill.
There's
like,
a very
100%.
big difference between pit lane at Phillip Island and the crap that you walk through in the go-kart paddock.
Yeah.
Like, it's shocking.
Just off-roading.
Oh,
pretty much.
100%.
I'm going to throw a hat in the ring here and say things like, half a year into the sport and you're buying smarty cams and things.
Yeah.
So that's the camera that you can use to plug into your Micron.
Oh,
That's overkill unless you know what you're doing.
Yeah, and I mean, as someone who does a lot of filming on a go-kart, I don't even, because you can probably get more out of a GoPro or something anyway, because it'll be like a better resolution or something.
Yeah, better.
You get a better video
rates and all that sort of stuff. Yeah.
And I don't know. I mean, how could you what you would get out of a GoPro as opposed to something that plugs into your Micron or whatever?
Yeah, just so you can overlay your RPMs and stuff like that.
Yeah,
It's
You could do that with the GoPro, surely.
Yeah, you can. I think there's some apps that support it. Like the GoPro does show the speed and stuff because it has a GPS in it.
Yeah.
But I mean, for that kind of thing, if my personal recommendation is if you ever want a camera to film with, 100% go with a GoPro. Or like the DJI Osmo Action 5, that's also a really good camera.
He's going nerd mode.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah. We should do cammers in another topic as well. But
it's me and Jordy leave.
Camera episode,
me and Jordy leave. You're talking cameras by yourself.
Yeah.
But you mentioned before about this, and I've seen them on the DP website, the quick seat adjusters.
Yeah, it's a bit gimmicky, to be honest.
So you've used them?
I personally have not used them, but I'm dealing with people that do use them.
Yeah.
Every day, 7 days a week.
Yeah.
I think it's, in my experience, I've got a Josh Brooker. I've got a dad that enjoys doing this and tinkering and things like that, and that are capable of putting the seat in a decision in a spot, making a decision that works, move it a little bit, not wholesale changing seat position because you're not sure what you're doing.
Yeah.
Very big difference.
Yeah.
So a lot of these people are like, I can change the seat position, drill a hole, zap, 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 move it, zap, 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 move it. Mate, you're making go-karting hard for yourself.
Yeah, okay.
So
I feel like it used to be a lot more common. Like when I was in juniors with the 40mm axle, we used to be doing seat position swaps almost as setup. Like if it was hot or cold, or depending on the track, we would have like 10mm increments in the seat. So I feel like it used to be more viable, like having those speed adjusters or whatever to help reinforce the seat where you've drilled the holes. But I don't really think many people are doing seat adjustment for setup these days. It just
fiddling for the sake of fiddling.
Yeah, it's probably just that. Feel like, why aren't we 2/10 quicker? Let's put a bit more grip by raising the seat, and you're probably better off doing a tire pressure or a slight wheel alignment or whatever.
I'm going to be terrible here and suggest something that we sell in our store, but does the same job as the factory one, and that's the funky color overflow bottles.
Yeah.
And you get a little bit of fuel line.
Radiator overflow.
Yeah, there's this big. It's just in a different color.
Yeah.
And the little bottle's a different color.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm the first one to get suckered into it because I'm the first one to stick one on my go-kart and think it's cool.
Yeah.
I will also be the first one to tell the kids, hey, want to be cool? Put one of these on. But like the radiator has an overflow.
Yeah.
It's a plain white one. Like it makes no difference.
Yeah.
So
there's no need to have a hot pink or a fluoro green or whatever.
Yeah, I think the one I would say is probably like a Bell helmet, because I recently got a Bell helmet, right? Because I do 4-stroke, I think it is for that specifically, like the entry level kart space, I guess. I think when you're doing racing at that kind of level, having an expensive helmet is just not necessary. I'm
gonna take him out in the car.
Yeah.
You're gonna watch this back in the car.
But in saying that, I ended up buying a, what is it, RSK? It's RS7K. And I love it, right? But I feel like I got it more so because it looks cool. and I feel more like an F1 driver, or feel like a real like a race car driver, and that makes it more fun, right? And that's why I do it, like to have fun. And I think
his opinion's so wrong.
that's great, right? But like, but no, and I love having like an actual like a racing helmet, and like, you know, it's a cool thing to just have. Yeah. And but I do think it's also very overkill for entry level karting.
Mate, if it makes you feel better, I've got a Aride GP7
For rental carts.
and I've used it 3 times, and once was for rental karting. Yeah.
But I think the first time ever on the podcast we can say, if you want more information on that, we actually did an episode on it.
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, true.
Well,
Plug it,
talking about helmets. Do you need the expensive helmet?
Yeah.
Yeah, hit the link over there.
Actually, the one thing that I did notice with the RS7K is the the visor doesn't fog or whatever.
Yeah.
Like that has been good.
Yeah.
But the minute I think I like wiped it on the inside or something like that, and now it does fog up sometimes.
Just
So it's
smear
like,
up a bit more.
I don't know, but
Yeah, well.
but it was good when I first got it.
Anyway.
And the fit is great.
Yeah.
And it's light. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Actually, there's a few things.
He's going to change his own mind in real time.
But it's still a lot of money to spend.
Yeah.
It's still a lot of money. So, yeah. Anyway. Right.
Anyway, there's a lot of stuff you can spend your money on. I guess you just got to figure out by yourself if it's going to make you quicker and if you can justify the cost.
Yeah, if you guys have any questions about race gear or anything, any sort of karting product, maybe you're not sure if you should get this product or another product, just ask in the comments. We'll try and answer all the questions. But as always, thanks so much for watching, guys. We really appreciate you listening all the way to the end. If you did, you're an absolute legend, and we will see you in the next podcast. So thanks very much. See you later.